Τελευταίος ομιλητής για απόψε είναι ο Philip Brinkmann, ο οποίος έχει ακολουθήσει μία ανάποδη, θα έλεγα, διαδρομή. Συνήθως όλοι σκεφτόμαστε ότι για να επιχειρήσει κάποιος θα πρέπει να πάει στο εξωτερικό. Ο Φίλιππος ήρθε από τη Γερμανία στην Ελλάδα για να κάνει αυτό και θα μας διηγηθεί τις εμπειρίες.
Καλησπέρα. Καταρχήν να ρωτήσω αν είναι κάποιος που δεν μιλάει ελληνικά. So I'll do the presentation in English then. First of all, I would like to ask if there's any, or if everybody knows the company Travelplanet24. So everybody who knows the company, please raise your hand. Okay, I see there are quite a lot, so I'll have a small introduction. Travelplanet24 is an online travel agency in Greece, something like Expedia abroad. You can buy flight tickets, hotels, ferry tickets, or rental cars online. I actually don't have a real company presentation. I think it's a bit boring to talk about a travel business, or not boring, but I think it's nothing rocket science or new. So I want to share actually my experience with you, what it means to found a company and what it means to have a startup. So I'll start from the beginning. How it started in 2004. I was still studying back then. I was on an island in Greece. We were two people actually, we were both studying in Germany, and we always had the same problem, that when we arrived in Greece in summer, we couldn't find ferry tickets. It was impossible, we were all booked out. We couldn't go to the island, so we said, okay, there must be a solution to book ferry tickets online from anywhere in the world, and prior actually to your arrival in Greece. This was the initial idea, so we started to research it. We started to try to find solutions to sell ferry tickets online. We actually found that there is a software company which had a system which offered this solution. And during our research, we found out that there's actually no real online travel agency in Greece, or there were a few, but they were just starting, and yes, we thought that there's still a place in the market. Back then also travel was, I think it still is, but I think back then travel was the biggest, with books together. Actually sex was bigger, but it was one of the biggest products online, so we said, okay, it's a good chance to do that. So in May 2005, I moved from Germany to Greece to find an office. In September 2005, the company was founded. In April 2006, we launched the website. And on New Year's Eve 2006, I didn't even have €5 to take a taxi to go out. Today, Travelplanet24.com is one of the biggest online travel agencies in Greece. We grew a lot. We're around 30 people now. And we have a great team actually who helped us. Without them, we wouldn't have the success. Also, in the end of 2010, the brand Tripstar was created because as things were getting difficult economically in Greece, we thought, okay, we somehow need to take our investment and our know-how to other countries and leverage it somehow. So, and it wasn't something we thought about from the beginning, so our brand name wasn't very good. Also, there were several companies named Travel Planet abroad already, so we needed a new brand. It was actually really hard. If somebody tries to find domain names nowadays which are available in almost all countries in Europe, it's almost impossible to find something, so Tripstar was a name we found. Today, we have around 400,000 unique visitors per month. We sell products worth 2.5 million euro per month. If I say products, I mean actually travel services. And we're currently operating in Greece, Poland, and the UK. Next steps. In 2011, we want to launch in Turkey, Romania, Germany, and Russia. We want to become one of the biggest online travel agencies in Southeastern Europe. That's our goal. The other next step is take some real holidays for the first time after 5 years. I don't know, whoever has experience with startup, it's really, really hard to to find some free time. So the last 5 years there weren't no real holidays actually. And now, actually, it's my last slide already. I think I'm pretty fast, so we have more time for questions. Is what you should do, okay? First of all, of course, you should have an idea, and you should really believe in your idea. Second, and I think this was also a mistake of ours, or we thought about it too late, is I think you should think big, and you should go abroad as soon as possible. I think if you have a good idea, or even if there are others already out there, if you're good at something, I think you shouldn't be afraid. I think even Western Europe, countries like Germany or UK, you really can go there, and I think you can have success. I mean, you can start in Greece, but I think eventually Greece is too small as a market, and depending on what you're doing, of course, maybe also the investment is too high for such a small market. So we took the decision in 2010. I think we should have taken it much earlier, but okay. Another thing is try to find investors. I know it's hard in Greece, and it's difficult. It's much more difficult than in other countries. It's also, I think, important to think about which investors you're taking in. It's not only about the money, but it's also about the knowledge and the help they can provide. So, I mean, a lot of people talk about smart money, so I really think that smart money is important. Maybe sometimes it's also important to try to find investors where there are real synergies. But generally, I think, yes, I think also George has done some steps to help startups. Money is really difficult in Greece, but you can find money. We have achieved it as well, so I think it's something worth doing, even though it's something you have to do actually. So what else you should do? You should work hard. You should work harder. And you should try to survive. I think that's also something which is really important for all startups. I think there are very few startups who are not short on cash, so cash flow is something which is always in your head and the back of your head. It's something which is you somehow have to cope with, but I think that's actually the most difficult. For me, the last 5 years were a daily fight with cash flow and financial situations, so, and not only financial situation, but others as well. So it's some kind of a battle, and I think it's the point where most startups fail. They just don't survive. Maybe the idea is really good, but and the people, but they don't survive. And last but not least, that's my personal: do not gain 20 kilos in 5 years. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention.
Ερωτήσεις στα αγγλικά, πώς δεν.
Να, από εδώ πιστεύω.